This is my 22nd year teaching, my 12th year here at Wingfield. I always felt that I needed music in my life, always. I didn't really realize that until until the end of 8th grade when I actually quit band. And I thought, I wanted to be an accountant, so I was able to take, accounting and business law in school. And after the first marking period, I was like, get me out of here, I cannot do this. And I begged the band teacher at that time, Mr. Horton, I begged him to come back into band because I just knew I needed the music in my life.
Music is something that everybody can relate to because there is at least one song out there that takes a feeling or emotion that somebody is feeling out there, no matter what it is, whether it's sad, happiness, anger, love. There's a song for everything out there, and there is not one person who cannot relate to at least one piece of music.
Music expresses emotion and feeling and expression and a whole bunch of other things like gushy feelings that other things can't really express.
Music education is important because it provides an outlet for students when, say, their life becomes stressful or they have a lot going on, and it's just somewhere for them to go to let it out. And they could take any one of the classes, whether it be general music, band, chorus, and they can be inspired by it and want to continue it. It helps them to do better things, make better choices, keep themselves off the street. They can be practicing or doing anything having to do with that music, listening to somebody that maybe they were inspired by, a teacher told them about, and they could be doing something completely having to do with that rather than being in trouble.
Every day I come to school here and I get to make music with young people. I get to share my love and my passion for what I do. And we create beautiful music. And you don't really ever know if you've reached a student or find out that you've actually changed someone's life. But in what I do, you feel like that every day though. You feel like, when you hit a beautiful chord in rehearsal, or you're teaching someone how to play an instrument, and you can actually see the light bulb go off going, oh, I get it now. Then you're making an impact, and those little rewards are what keep me going.
I would definitely like to become a music teacher because I would be able to use my skills and give other people an opportunity to use what I have in their advantage. And I just think that it would be great for people to use what I've learned in my education, for them to be a part of that and for them to use it in other places as well. And they can keep passing it on, and other people can use the same education I got wherever they would like to use it. And personally, I've had some great music teachers that have showed me many things, and I look at music a totally different way now. I want other people to be able to experience that,
See the same way that I do. And besides, a gift like music is something that you want to pass on to the next generation.
Teaching piano lessons is really a great thing. I really enjoy it, and when I'm able to show somebody else what I've learned, it really helps me know that I have a handle on what I've learned so far, and it shows me that I can pass on what I already know, and I'm only 16 and I still have so much life ahead of me to pass on what I still can learn. And I just think it's a great thing for, say 7-year-olds to know things about music that somebody older than her may not even know, and she'll be able to pass on that information when she gets older.
There's so many facets to music. I mean, music, you're touching on almost every aspect of lifestyle in music. I mean, through music you can teach culture. Through music you're not only, I can't say you're teaching math, but you're experiencing math. I mean, music is based on fractions. It's based on intervallic relationships. You're touching on science. Everything, all your sound waves, everything you're like living what the core teachers are trying to teach in their subjects. You know, you can only, you know, teach fractions in a math class so many different ways, but then you put someone in a rehearsal situation, in a band situation, and they're experiencing them, they're using them to make music, and they may not realize that. And honestly, do I stand up on the podium and say, well, this is a fraction and this is what it does? No, you don't, but they're living it, they're internalizing it, and it's becoming part of them. And I think in the long run, this is what makes why musicians, especially performing musicians, kind of excel as not only students but excel in life, because they're internalizing the minutia, the information that's given to them, and they don't even realize it, and it's just there, and it's almost instant recall when they need it.
Music education has a big influence on grades in other subject areas, because when somebody is a musician, whether they're in a chorus, band, reading music, whatever, they're using both sides of their brain, and somebody who's not in music may not necessarily be getting knowledge from both sides, so they're not getting all the full knowledge that they could be getting. So someone who's in music would naturally be able to do better in other subject areas.
It helps, I think, with English class when you have to write either poetry or stories or even essays. It helps you describe things better, and it makes you more creative, because while playing music you can't just, I mean, you could read the notes on the page, but usually you put your own feeling into it, and you have to be creative in order to play the instrument well. And I think that has helped me greatly in English, and being able to write different things, just more creative.
You know, I've read so many studies. There's the left brain, right brain. You know, you have your analytical side, and you have your creative side. And again, in a music classroom, especially in a performance classroom, you're really exercising both sides of the brain simultaneously. You can't really say that in many other fields. Music is everywhere. It's everywhere. It creates mood. It elicits emotion. There's no place that I don't know of one place that you can go that there's not music present, except maybe a classroom, except a music classroom. But you know, seriously, music has become an integral part of society, and the fact that music has the power to elicit emotion, to really change a person's mood. It's just powerful. It's too powerful to ignore. Besides the fact, I can get into very technical things where music just happens in nature. That's the whole origin of music. It's natural. It's just part of us. Period.